I got you now. Yeah. Yep.
All right, awesome, awesome. How's your day been so far today?
Good. How about yourself?
Good, good, good. Just started raining here, so that's always fun.
All right.
So
You
that's
get
good.
rain all day or?
I think so. So I'm down more towards Central Mass, about like 45 minutes outside of Boston, and I think it's going to be kind of on and off. So that'll be
Right.
that'll be fun.
So where are you
And
at?
so I don't know if you know where Oxford is.
Yeah. Yep.
We're like 10 minutes outside of Worcester.
Nice.
Um, and so I'll be heading in for the Red Sox game here at about 2:30 or so.
Good for
Um,
you.
so
Great.
that'll be good. So I definitely wanted to thank you for your time out of your busy schedule to do this. It's definitely greatly appreciated.
Yeah, definitely
Um,
happy to.
yeah, so I was gonna say, I'll keep this about just about 20 minutes, maybe a couple minutes less, just to get things rolling if you wanted. Um, so the first question I had, just as like a fun icebreaker, is if you could choose your favorite home cooked meal, what would you choose?
Oh, wow. That is a great question. Home cooked meal. Oh, I'm gonna have to think about that one. I think maybe I'm gonna go with shepherd's pie.
Ooh, that's something you can't really beat either. I can agree with
That's
that one.
more of a wintertime meal, and we're in summer, but I'm gonna go shepherd's pie.
Right, that's a good kind of comfort food too, especially on like cold winter days, especially what the type of cold that we get too.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess, especially to go from that, to a little more baseball related. It's crazy to say that we're basically halfway through the season because I feel like we just started literally yesterday. Um, so like taking that into account, like what stuck out to you halfway through the season? What's been going on, especially with the Sea Dogs, right? Like what's been good things you've seen, maybe not so good things. Like what's been like the big thing on the wall for you that I guess has really stood out.
Like from the business standpoint.
From anything really, whether it's the baseball side, the business side, pretty much anything.
Yeah, definitely. So, I think combination, certainly from the business standpoint, it's been a really good season to this point. And I think, the last couple of years have been a challenge for everybody, certainly the last 2+ years. And, 2020 not having a season and 2021 kind of opened with reduced capacity and then going to full capacity. We had a pretty good summer last year, but certainly nothing like previous years. But, this year has been great. I think fans are excited to be back out, be back outside watching baseball. And I think it's a safe environment to be outside and be watching it. So I think fans and our staff are just excited to be back and back to normal. It's certainly more normal than last year was, and obviously well more normal than 2020 was. So it's been fun to see that. It's been fun to see the crowds out. The weather's been great so far. So all that stuff. Then from the baseball standpoint, just we've had quite a few guys promoted to AAA, especially from our starting pitching staff to start the year. Brian Bayo is going to be up with the Red Sox Wednesday, and Brandon Walter. Chris Murphy just got promoted. So, I think our 5 starters from opening day, I said it on opening day, I think all 5 are going to be big league pitchers because you had Jay Groom and Victor Santos to those other 3. So that it's a pretty impressive rotation. Obviously, we'd love to see those guys get promoted and get those opportunities, and Bayo getting his opportunity Wednesday to pitch in the big leagues. So it's great from a development standpoint, and certainly a business standpoint, exciting for fans as well.
Yeah, it's definitely been interesting to see, and especially since basically 2018 until now, just like you said, like the entire player development, the way that it's all changed within just a few years, like, because I felt like a lot of times, especially with the Red Sox standpoint, I felt like we are looking more towards the draft, but it's great to see that we're really promoting from within. And I think, both of our standpoints, I think that's definitely something we do, I think, enjoy seeing more. Seeing guys that, hey, you guys just had these players on the roster, you know, maybe a couple days, couple weeks, a couple months ago, and now they've made it all the way up. And
Yeah.
so that's definitely fun to see. And I think that's definitely another question to go off of that. Um, I saw a day or two ago that Sea Dogs have currently had, what was it, 9 sellouts, which is awesome.
Yes.
And so, what do you think makes like the characteristics unique between, the front office and the folks you see on the field, like what are the unique characteristics that you see in the group this season compared to maybe seasons in the past that maybe make this year stand out a little more?
Yeah, I think every year is different. Every year you're always going to have players that are going to reach the big leagues and have various levels of success. And I think this year, obviously, as mentioned, the starting rotation this year, from opening day on was just, you could tell they were going to be good. And then, you had Politi and Herman in the bullpen, guys that have been promoted to Worcester as well. And, I think the arms and look, pitching and defense takes you a long way in baseball. And so I think, the talent there and just the talent in the system in general, I think is just really incredible. And the guys we're getting from single A have been impactful as well. And, there's obviously a lot of highly touted guys still down in single A. So, each team has its own characteristics and really, the teams kind of morph and shift throughout the season as you get guys promoted up to Worcester and you bring new guys in. So, I think this year, to me, it's been about the pitching, between the starting pitching and bullpen. But we've got a lot of guys, I think, on this team that have been on this team as well that I think are going to have opportunities at the major league level, and that's always exciting to see.
Yeah, for sure. And going into the second half of the season, what are a couple things that you're getting most excited about? As we kind of look towards the next turn and toward finishing things up, which is again kind of crazy to think about and say like, oh my goodness, that's a big knock now, right?
Yeah. We're off to a good start in the second half. The records reset last week. So, for us, it's we're off to a good start and hopefully we can make a playoff run. We didn't win the first half, but now we get an opportunity for the records to reset and hopefully win the second half. And I think we got a lot of talent on this team. And obviously as the talent plays well and they get promoted, you get younger, you get guys promoted who then make the adjustment to double A. But I think we're all hoping to make a run at the second half playoff spot and qualify for the playoffs and see what happens from there.
Yeah, cool. And big thing that I've always loved about baseball, and even like the game, in Boston, like yesterday, you can definitely feel the energy, and the energy is and excitement, within the players, within the crowd, within the front office. It can kind of shift almost on a nightly basis or on like a series basis too. So, I think this will be the last question I have for you for now is what's the energy been like for the sellouts? I mean, that must have been awesome.
It's been unbelievable. Yeah. Our fans, our fans are there to be entertained and kind of enjoy the different promotions and different things that we do on a day-to-day basis. But they're also really engaged, on the play on the field. So the energy has been incredible. We obviously had Chris Sale last week, and that was a whole different level of energy. Anytime you get an established big league veteran like him here, you get even more diehard baseball fans to come out, and the buzz and the energy around that. Then July 3rd, obviously usually one of our bigger games. The energy for that was great. So, I think it's a combination of the excitement of the players that we have and how well we've been playing, combined with just folks being excited to be back out, being at a baseball game. Maybe they didn't make it last year. Maybe it's been, 3 years since they've been to a game, but now they're coming back out and there's definitely a lot of excitement. So the buzz has been fantastic.
Yeah, and that's definitely, I think, the best kind of shift to have is that upward shift in that excitement and all that good stuff. And I know we've all done a lot of talking about how in the past, not a lot of folks will go out of there knowing what the score was, at least in the past, prior to maybe 2020, 2021. But now I definitely think that shift has rearranged itself. And I think there is, like you said, more focus on the game, what's going on. And it's definitely exciting to see. And, it's definitely good to have, I think, and, in my opinion anyway, but
I agree.
But again, I think that's the last question I had for you for now, and would definitely love to continue the conversation, whether it's in few weeks out or so from now, whatever the schedule allows. And again, thank you so much for your time again.
Yeah, no, anytime. Happy to always hop on. Just reach out, and I'd love to take more time whenever you want.
For sure. So definitely schedule something else in a few weeks from now, and until then, let's go Sea Dogs, and definitely looking forward to what else is going to happen in the next few weeks or so.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for asking me to be on today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too. You too. Bye bye.
Bye.